Let's talk about gym attire. It has gotten crazy out there. When I started going to the gym years ago, and when my kids were little in the 90s and I was doing step aerobics, we used to wear leggings and then these little unitard thong type of spandex leotards over it, but we were completely covered. And I hadn't gone to a gym for many years, but um, I recently joined a bigger gym just to get around a place where there could be some men, because the place where I go is pretty much women only. And I was really shocked to discover that what I had been seeing on these YouTube videos with these women workout influencers was actually real life. As Ben Shapiro said, and I'm not a fan of his, but I'm going to give him credit, is because his voice is very annoying and he sounds very self-righteous. But he said sprayed on clothes. I think he called them sprayed on gym clothes. Because it looks like they're sprayed on. It used to be years ago that women did not want a camel toe. A camel toe being that's when the pants are really tight and the seam of the pant goes between the lips of the vulva, and so you can see the vulva outline. The vulva being the external genitalia on the female, and women didn't really want to show that. They were embarrassed to show that. Well, now they all want to show it. Not only that, they have their very tight, skimpy little, uh, they look like painted on gym clothes, really. Everything's showing. And then they also have done a thing where how the guys do potato chip? They look like a Dorito with these big arm muscles and these skinny little toothpick legs. So unattractive. I think the guys who are like calisthenic animal flow guys, that's the body type that I like. Or more like a hockey player type, but that's just me. I don't like how people deform their bodies. Women do it too. They're deforming their asses. So they do all these workouts to make their booties super big. And to me, they remind me like the baboon with the pink butts. Have you seen those baboons that go around as the baboons? They have this pink butt, and it's pink so that the opposite sex of the baboon will notice it. I think it's the women who have the pink butts. So the women with the big asses are like, yeah, fuck my ass, fuck my ass. That's what they're basically saying. Fuck my ass, look at my ass. Why else are you working out your ass in isolation? Now, I go to the gym, I lift heavy shit. I like to do whole body stuff. Like I'll do a sumo squat with a deadlift or a goblet squat, in a sumo squat or squatting or lunges, whole body stuff. But they're just doing stuff that is just totally just isolating their butt. And I'm I personally think it's stupid. I know there are guys who like it, people like it. Hey, you do you, okay? I'm just saying this is my video, this is my opinion. It looks stupid. It's like getting a breast implant. You get a breast implant, you got guys looking at your tits, don't be surprised. Why do you get those big tits? Why do you make your ass big like that? Now I have a naturally curvaceous ass, but I'm not like trying to make it bigger than everything else. Like I work out my whole body and I also do foam rolling. It's being healthy and fit and enjoying my body, but I don't work out one part at the expense of the other. So these ladies, okay, they got their fake tits, maybe yes or no. They got their big butt that they're working out because they're just sexualizing themselves, maybe unbeknownst to them. But come on, the ass is a sex object. Okay, it's a sexual object. Men get turned on seeing an ass. Maybe, ladies, if you don't know it, you're going to know it because guess what, guys? This is the advice I have for you. When they come to the gym looking like they want to be fucked, look at them like they want to be fucked. That's the only way these women are going to learn because what you guys have done as men, you have become complicit in giving these entitled women. Okay, this is what they're doing. They want to go around showing off their body in a it's kind of nasty and aggressive if they expect you to not look because it's a superiority entitled looking down on you and teasing you. It's like, well, look what I got, but you can't have it. If you look, you're a creep. It gives them a sense of power over men. That's what it is. It's how they get power over men because they hate men. Deep down, these women are either craving validation from men or they hate men. Because I like men and I was raised to dress modestly so that I don't inappropriately make their dicks hard, which they get hard already. Out of respect for men and appreciation for men, I'm not going to dress like that out of respect for myself. So if a woman dresses like that, in my opinion, she either hates men, she gets turned on, making them all hot and bothered, knowing that if they look, she's gonna like stare them down and shame them. That's like putting a pizza in front of a hungry person and telling them not to smell it or have their mouth water. It's just not realistic. Or they want that attention validation so bad. Why are you dressed like that, girl? You don't want a guy to look, go home and put some clothes on. That's what I think. But hey, okay, I'm not saying this because I'm some embittered broad. I'm very fit. I have a really good body. I'm in the top 3% of Just for Fans every week. That's how I make a lot of my money is on my Just for Fans. So all the guys thinking I'm an ugly old prude, there are enough men who disagree with you that I make a living off my Just for Fans, okay? And it's because they like my body. I have a nice body. And I show it to the subscribers and to other men that I select. But I'm not going to show it off in the public. It's inappropriate. I'm not saying this because I'm some fat woman that no men want. All my income comes from men, okay? I treat myself with respect and I dress appropriately for the situation. That's why I'm saying when I go in public, I'm not going to have my ass cheeks sticking out, and I have a really nice ass. It's one of my best features. I have a nice waist. Okay, I'm not going to show that. Today I wore shorter shorts. I wore these actually. Show you. I wore these. Okay. So I'm pretty strong. I'm just showing you guys, okay? Because you guys, I'm not wearing a bra, so I'm doing this. Okay. I'm just showing you that I'm not a slouch. Okay. But I wear my leggings halfway down my knee, and I make sure that when I bend over that my breasts are not popping out for the cleavage. So I wear like higher tops. But if there's a woman going to the gym and she's got breast implants and a tiny little bra, and she's got the tight painted on clothes, and some of them even have the little crevasse down the crack of the ass, you might as well just like hold up a sign that says, I want to be fucked badly. But they don't because they want to tease the guys. That's what they want to do. They want to have that power over men because I will tell you, from the time I was 13 years old and developed, I know what it's like to have that supposed power over men, but it's not real power. It's just their gaze. But to us as women, your gaze feels like power because we get your attention. And a lot of women don't realize, and I only realize because of my work with men and because I think about this stuff, that see, when we look at a man, it's because we're interested in him. And we think that when men look at us or fuck us, they're interested in us, but men don't operate that way. Men are going to look at us because they're designed to see curves. Your brains are designed to notice that and to get turned on by that. That's how you're made. And just because a man has sex with us doesn't mean he likes us, okay? It's different for guys. So women might think, well, if I dress hot and he looks at me, I can get men to like me if I dress this way. So these are all okay. These are what I think are all their mindsets. I'm just speculating. I don't know. I don't know any women who dress like that. I don't want to be friends with women like that because to me, they're just super disrespecting their bodies by just showing everything to everyone in public. I think you should wear as skimpy as you want at the beach. I think that's the only public place we should be skimpy, in my opinion. But I'm old school, okay? I kind of really believe that women should be classy in the streets and slutty in the sheets. That's my motto. So this is just my opinion, okay? It doesn't mean I'm right. I could be completely wrong. This video is for your entertainment, me just sharing my thoughts as being a 61-year-old woman who is very sexually positive and very intentional with my sexuality, and I don't want to lead men on. I don't want to lead men on, and I want men that I get to know in my real life or that I would date. I want them to be interested in me as a person and treat me with respect before I ever want to show them my body. And these women are doing it the opposite. They're trying to get a man's attention to their body first, in my opinion, because the guys are going to notice you working out, girl. They're going to be noticed because when I do those sled pushes, all those guys at the gym know I do sled pushes. And they think it's hot, or they think I'm very muscular. But I don't have to show half my ass to get them to notice me. In fact, even women in hijabis are desired by men. Okay, men still impregnate those women and get turned on by those women. You don't have to show all that. You don't have to look like a porn star or like a slut. You can be a slut, but you don't have to advertise being a slut. I just really look down on, okay, these are the mindsets. Okay, these are the mindsets I think they have. Either they're super ignorant and they're just trying to be stylish. Okay, they're clueless. They have no idea about their own sexuality, the impact it has on men, but I don't buy it. Number two, every woman has realized from the time she hit puberty that there's a power, a perceived power that comes in from the gaze of a man. And if he's hot or powerful, it feels even more empowering to her. It gives her a sense of power. It gives me a sense of power. Guys checking me out. But he can't have me, so I'm only doing that in public because I feel safe, because I'm in a gym and he can't have me. Okay, this is how these women think, in my opinion. He can't have me, but I can just tease him mercilessly and get all that attention, all that power. And I feel safe because it's not just me and him alone in a dark alleyways at the gym. It's a public place. Number three, she hates men, and she uses that power in a way of like, okay, the power can either be like, oh, I have his gaze. I like the power. Oh, I have his gaze. He wants me, but he can't have me. He can never have me. Or I have his gaze, and that's how I like his attention. I like his attention. Um, I don't know what all the other reasons are. I just think women dress with intention. I don't think that women do all this for themselves or for other women. I think they do it for men. I don't believe that they do it for other women because I dress the way I dress for men. I'm pretty aware of my intentions, I think. And so, guys, if they want to dress like and fuck me clothes, treat them like fuck me girls. Look. Now, I wouldn't stare and I wouldn't follow them around the gym like a puppy dog or a stalker, but you can look. You can just be there like you're working out and you're just observing. Like, why the fuck are you dressed like that? Or you can even go up and say hi to them, but you're allowed to look. Now, when you don't look, a lot of guys feel self-conscious about looking because they're told it's creepy, and there are all these YouTube videos about why are these women that set up their camera in the gym and start sticking their big ass out, their overdeveloped ass with the cheeks sticking out, doing their deadlifts or whatever they're doing. And some guy stares at them and they're like, what are you, staring at me for? Then guys get the idea that they shouldn't stare because this one woman in a video shamed them for looking. Well, if you don't want men to look, put some clothes on, okay? Because you're advertising them to look. So when women advertise, when women are dressed in scanty clothes, you should look. this is what I'm going to call this video, why you should look at women, scantily dressed women at the gym. Because if you're being authentic and not subduing your sexuality in a people-pleasing way, and if you don't think your masculinity is toxic, it's your natural urge to look, and your natural urges in this way are good. You're not being inappropriate by just looking or talking to her. Um, I've had guys tell me, because I talk to a lot of men in my real life, I've had guys tell me, oh my God, her tits weren't look. I wasn't looking at her tits were looking at me. Or I go to the gym, I'm just trying to work out, I have a girlfriend, I love my girlfriend, but I get to the gym and oh my God, I get so distracted. I have to tell myself, don't look, keep your hand on your weights, keep your eyes on your weights, keep your eyes on the ceiling, don't look. Okay, cut that shit out. You own your sexuality. You got a woman walking along with a big ass and her tits hanging out, you deserve to look. And if these women don't like it, if she's like, why are you looking? Then just be like, why are you half naked at the gym? You got to give it right back. We need men to start standing up and stop cowering to these uh, bullshit feminists. And also, you can go up and talk to them and say, hey, I noticed you're working out. Hey, you look in really good shape. I think it's okay for men to say that. And all these women going around, the next thing you know, they're going to come naked in the gym and they're going to get mad at you for looking. Are you going to take that? When are men going to be like, enough is enough? I personally think it's an embarrassment to my species or to my rate, to my gender. When these women dress like that at the gym, I think that women can dress very sexy, like bright, colorful clothing, sexy designs. I mean, it can be fun, but I notice men never dress like that. Men come to the gym, they're very modestly dressed. They're usually wearing a t-shirt or a tank top. Their abs are covered, and they're wearing long shorts. Their legs are covered. Now if you go to Europe, the men do wear speedos. It's pretty provocative, and I'm like, what? Showing me a lot of skin, and the part that's covered up is super freaking tight. I think I see something in there that's big. Anyway, let's see, what else do I want to say about how women dress at the gym? Okay, one of the things that I try to tell men a lot is your masculinity is precious. Do not believe the lies going around that masculinity is toxic. It isn't. There are toxic people. Yes, there are toxic men and there are toxic women. But to say toxic masculinity without never saying toxic femininity. Okay, toxic femininity is these angry feminists. It's just people who are angry and lashing out. And then also that your sexuality is creepy. That is another negative message. It isn't. So, on the one hand, you get guys watching all this porn, but in real life, they will not go up and talk to a woman because it's creepy. That is fucked up. That is the shadow part. When you subdue your sexual desire and you're not being honest about what's missing in your relationship or what you want from women, it's going to come out all sideways because you're going to pretend you're not turned on and you're going to watch porn. And instead, what you really want to do is stare at that woman and tell her why the fuck she has no clothes on and if she's down to fuck. That's what she looks like. I wouldn't suggest saying that, but that would be more authentic. Now, women watching this, you might not get it. I'm going to tell you that men's brains are different from a woman's brain. A man is going to see a woman walking down the street and he is going to be turned on by the way that her body moves or jiggles. Whereas we as women are more attuned to how the man treats us and how we feel about him. We're just designed differently. So trust me on this. So an analogy for you ladies would be you're at the gym and a cute little puppy comes running through the gym. But say that you are not supposed to look at the puppy because the puppy's in training. Say that you have a bunch of people that are training their puppies and periodically they have them run through the gym, but you're not supposed to give the dog attention just because the dog wants it. In a real puppy training class, in real puppy training, the dog only gets attention when the owner calls the dog over. I know because I have a friend who does dog training. You're never supposed to just respond to the puppy like you would to a child. So with that instruction in mind, you're just working out and the cutest little puppy comes in and you're not allowed to look at the puppy. You're not allowed to look at the puppy. But you want to look at the puppy, but you're not supposed to. Try that one on. Or if some super hot guy walks in with his wife and you know she told you don't look at my husband because I get super jealous, and you try not to look but he's so hot. I mean, we have different things that attract our attention, and if you kept putting things in front of us that we're not supposed to look at or want, that's going to be hard for us too. And so when you're going to the gym dressed like that, you're constantly teasing these guys, which is disrespectful to them. So, I get wanting to have attention for looking sexy, but what is it that you're really wanting? I mean, I think if we're honest, what we really want as women, I'm not going to say all women because that would be unfair. What I really want and what I think most women want is the devoted attention of a good man. Because I can guarantee you, a woman that has the devoted attention of a good man that is in love with her man, she's not going to dress like that at the gym. Okay? Because she already gets attention from him. And a woman would rather have the attention of her one good man than all these other men, unless there's something wrong with her and she needs all this validation, which isn't real validation. They're just objectifying her. So she's misreading the cues, but I think that um, she's gonna dress more modestly at the gym. But I could be wrong. This could just be me. This could just be my stuff, how I see the world. But for sure, guys, when women go around looking like they want to be fucked because they're wearing like short skirts and high heels, or they got their fake tits out, treat them like they just want to be fucked. That's the only way these women are going to learn. Okay, ladies, if you want men to like you for you and treat you with respect, just try to be a little bit more modest in the way you dress because they're going to be turned on by you anyway. You don't have to sexualize yourself to get men to want you. I think you have to be healthy. I think you have to be fit. I think you have to be kind, and you have to be nourishing and like men and be interested in men and care about men. Those are all good things. But showing your body, if you want to get attention for showing your body, start an OnlyFans. Start it just for fans. Become a adult worker, what I call a love worker. You get all the attention on your body. But even then, even when I was doing that for work, I needed the men to be very central with me. You know, if it's just physical, I don't know. I just always needed, even when I was going through my hookup phase, when I wrote the book, The Fuck List, right before, I never hooked up with guys who were crude to me online before meeting them. I always wanted them to be gentlemanly and treat me with respect, and before I would ever meet with them. So I think that we as ladies need to tune in more to our hearts. And I think that a good role model for how to dress, I look at like Princess Kate, like she's so gorgeous. Um, and also, ladies, just know this: your sexuality is exuded in our sexuality or my sexuality. Like I make these videos looking very plain, but I feel my sexuality from the inside. Like I'm just a sexual being. Like I'm a sexual teapot. I don't have to go around half naked to feel my sexuality. It's something you feel that you imbue. You don't have to take your clothes off to be sexual. I used to have so many people say, I feel your sexual energy. Certain people, like that woman that was just that LA therapist that was just murdered, Amy Harwick. She's gorgeous. She just exudes so much sexual energy. So you can just see it through her face. But she's very modestly dressed with beautiful, stylish, like very expensive silk kind of chiffon blouses with a little tie. She's completely covered up. She's a sex therapist. I can just see how sexual she is. I think it could be her red lipstick, but she's completely modestly dressed. Everything is covered. And she was dating Drew Carey for a while. Unfortunately, she had the stalker boyfriend who threw her off the balcony, and that trial is going on right now. Amy Harwick, Amie. I only mention her because she's an example of how a woman can be so sexual without showing any skin at all. Ladies, you do not have to show your ass crack or your bra out to your nipples and walk in painted on shorts to get men to desire you sexually. It's your energy. It's in your energy. So please have some self-respect and dress modestly in public. I taught my daughter this when she was in junior high school, okay? So this is something I've always believed in. And yes, even though I have it just for fans, I dress modestly in public. I think that it's just not necessary to take it all off like that. You know, I think a lot of these women are an embarrassment to women, the way these women dress at the gym. And I think these gyms should have a dress code, actually. That, you know, like in certain golf courses, I think there's a dress code. In certain high-end restaurants, there's a dress code. The dress code is there for a reason. The way we dress shows respect. People have gotten very casual. I'm going to go off on a tangent. Like 20 years ago when I was going to church, I was shocked. People wearing jeans and shorts to church. You know, we always had to wear dresses and the men wore suits and ties. It's just a sign of respect. But hey, you can disagree with me. You can be like, oh, it's the gym. But when I go running on the trail, I wear my running shorts and I wear a sports bra. So there's a little bit more skin showing, but I'm outside in nature on the trail. Okay, I'm not in an enclosed area working one-on-one with my trainer in an enclosed area with a lot of other people. I'm out on the trail. So I'll wear a little bit less when I'm out on the trail, but I'm out in nature. So I think it's more appropriate. But anyway, I'm old school. This is just my opinion. Take it or leave it. I might be old fashioned. This might be just like, feel like taking away your freedom and taking away your power and all of that. It's just my opinion. But guys, let me just come back to this. Ladies, dress however you want. And guys are going to treat you based on how you're dressed. And when you have it all sticking out, they're going to see you as a hoochie coochie mama that they want to fuck. Okay? Because you dress like you want to be fucked. And guys, if you start treating women like they look like they want to be fucked, maybe they'll get the lesson that they have to pay attention to how they dress. There's nothing wrong with you for looking at a half-naked woman at the gym. And I think you should look. That's my advice. Why I think men should look at scantily dressed women at the gym. They're asking for it. And it's time for men to stop subduing their sexuality and their interest in women. It's time for men to be like, okay, you're scantily dressed. I want to look at you. Oh, you're cute and I want to ask you out. You know, this online dating thing is a myth. People are not getting dates. Women are not getting dates online either. Got to watch Chris Williamson's podcast today. Women are not getting dates online either. They're getting a bunch of creeper dudes that don't know how to talk to them, that just want to get laid. And they get very few dates. I was on Bumble for 2 weeks. I had one date. One guy. All the other guys were afraid to meet up. One guy made a date and he canceled. Like, I have a members only section with some of the screenshots, video in the members only area for that. So it's not any better for women. We like men to approach. But anyway, I think this video was long enough. I made all my points. You can see I feel very strongly about this topic because I'm just repeating myself. So I'm going to end this video right now. Thank you for watching.